stop me. You can't stop me. So who gon' stop me? You can't stop me. So who gon' stop me? You can't stop me. So who gon' stop me?
We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ahead, going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep.
It's go, 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 go time. Tick, tick, boom.
Okay, yeah, I was just trying to check if you were live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monster Jam Freestyle. Mania, we roll into Little Rock, Arkansas for, I believe, the sixth stop of this series. They started the season off, of course, on that fateful Friday night in Nashville, and it's been one of the most exciting point series to watch. At the top, you got Logan Okeson in El Toro Loco at 95 points, a giant gap over Flavie Anderson and Gravedigger, even bigger gap over Max D, but Bailey Circuit, Clash and Crusher, Blue Thunder, JC Megatron, and Sparkle Smash round out your lineup. A lot of big news coming into tonight's event with the series leader, El Toro Loco, not able to show. And at this time in the season, right, this is the last stand, right? If there's going to be somebody who wants to step up and take the Overvent Championship, it's going to have to be around this time. And Jacob Watts has a lot on his plate. His first event, subbing in for the series points leader. It'll be very interesting to see what he can do. He's got a lot of pressure going on him for his first show. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take the pleasure to welcome you to Monster Jam Freestyle Mania.
You know what spreads faster than any virus? It's fear. Now when it comes to fear, you can either forget everything and run. I said or you can face everything and rise. I believe. And let me tell you what I believe. I believe that. I believe we gon' face everything and rise. We will win. It's not how you fall, it's how you get back up. And what don't kill us make us stronger, boy. Bet that up. Take a swing at us, you better hit hard. Cause when we swing back, it's like, oh God. It's time to knuckle up and fight hard. Now let's all buckle up and fight hard. Que Dios bendiga a todas tus familias, mi amigo. Se parta mandito, vamos darle duro este video. Say it with me. I believe, say it with me. The battle, but we gon' win the war. I'm from the bottom, I'm that uncut, real raw. When things get tough, that's when we show up. That's when we show out. That's when we show yo. It's time to knuckle up and fight hard. Now let's all buckle up and fight hard. Que Dios bendiga a todas tus familias, mi amigo. Se parta mandito, vamos darle duro este video. Say it with me. I believe, say it with me. Bottom line, no matter what, face everything and rise.
They get limits, we go beyond. They cold, we hot as a sauna. Seem we be chasing the drama. They call it period, we call it comma. Limits we going beyond 'em. Watch the real ones line up. They want the real, come and find us. We going monster. Yeah. We going monster. We going monster. We going monster. We pull up looking for the drama. All gas redlining them. The biggest wheels in the lineup. They see dirt, we see diamonds. So many trucks can't even count us. Fireworks with big air over Mound's bus. They want the real, well you found us. We going monster. Yeah man, we going monster. Rev it up, rev it up, rev it up, we going monster! We going monster! We going monster! Yeah! Yeah! We going monster!
Oh shoot, I thought y'all ready for intros. Nobody ready for the here we go. Awkward.
My brain is a one-way train and I'm about to ride it out. Octane running through these veins, burning all my fears down. Today of the cycle breaks, it's time to change the rules now. Here I go. Adrenaline, yes, like a drug. The more you taste, can't get enough. The more you taste, can't get enough. Get enough.
Arkansas, I would like to welcome you, your competitors of Monster Jam Freestyle Mania.
We're gonna stand on top with our hands in the sky. Gonna raise our cup to the stadium lights for the glory. We celebrate with the city tonight. Hear the horns here, it's the ultimate high.
Coming up on the near side, your first competitor of Freestyle Mania looking to dig up the competition. It's Antonio Saucedo, JCP Ticketron. Up next, he's looking to capitalize on the series point standings. It is Nick Chavez and Max D. He has the most wins of any driver in the Arena Championship Series. The Black and Green Wrecking Machine, Bobby Anderson, Gravedigger. Subbing in for the point series leader in his first event of the season, it's Jacob Watts in El Toro Loco. Our next competitor looking to take the trick out of the hat and onto the track, it's Jaden Ventura in the Wriggling Bailey Circuit. Three, two, one, Sparkle Smash, JJ Moore. He's your reigning, defending World Finals High Jump Champion. It's John Jones and Classroom Crusher. Your final competitor of Monster Jam Freestyle Mania, it's Quan Cuervo in the Blue Thunder. Little Rock, your competitors of Monster Jam Freestyle Mania.
We're gonna stand on top with our hands in the sky. Gonna raise our cup to the stadium lights for the glory. We celebrate with the city tonight. Hear the hometown cheer, it's the ultimate high.
Arkansas. This is Monster Jam Freestyle Mania. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monster Jam. Welcome to Arkansas. Welcome to the Monster Jam Freestyle Mania series, and welcome to Monster Jam. It's been a pleasure hosting this series throughout the season. Been one of the most exciting. It rolls here into Arkansas with a pretty big points gap at the top. Of course, like I said at the beginning of the stream, Jacob Watts subbing in for Logan Hokeson. That is huge for points. We'll see what happens with that. For competitions tonight, JCB Racing, the Dual Skills Challenge, the obstacle course competition, and freestyle points are awarded based on finish, with the winner receiving 8. And points are awarded based on finish for small points. At the end of the night, will be crowned the overall event champion, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for the first competition of the night. It's JCB Racing. All 8 drivers have been seated into this bracket based on their placements in last week's event in Cleveland, Ohio. Without further ado, coming up first in the near lane, representing your point series leader, it is Jacob Watts in El Toro Loco. His opponent, he's had a very slow start to the season. Trying to pick it up is Antonio Saciedo in the JCB Ticketron. Both drivers are staged and ready with the green light upcoming here. Antonio hasn't really been that good at racing. Jacob Watts, his first impression, off they go. Here we go, pretty close race. Look at the lead for JCB Ticketron. Turned for El Toro Loco, but it is not enough. And representing your series points later, Jacob Watts and El Toro Loco is eliminated in the first race of the first round. JCB Ticketron moving on into the next round of JCB Racing. Return to the series. It's John Jones, Glassroom Crusher. You hear the bells. He currently sits second in the point series, looking to climb up to first. It's Floppy Anderson, Gravedigger. Here we go. Two guys. They knew each other off the track, and they're pretty friendly. Gravedigger with a lane choice chooses that near lane as we get set for our second race of round 1. Gravedigger, Classroom Crusher, off they go. Classroom Crusher with a lead off of the start. Look at that tight turn from Classroom Crusher, a little bit too tight, but gets it done. That was a very clean pass from John Jones as Floppy Anderson and Gravedigger going over, trying for the save, and he will get it while killing a couple fans in the process. Classroom Crusher moving on into the next round of JCB Racing. 2 races in round 1 have been filled. 2 more to go. Coming up next, representing Team Blue Thunder, it's Juan Gervo in Blue Thunder. His opponent, coming off his best weekend of the season, it is Jaden Ventura in the Ringling Bailey Circuit. Here we go. That near lane is has been picked by a couple people here tonight. So we get set to go green. Blue Thunder versus Bailey Circuit. Ooh, look at that. Mess up from Bailey Circuit, and Blue Thunder will take the win as Bailey Circuit flipping over in the far lane. That was a generational sell by Jaden, not gonna lie. Blue Thunder moving on. And that truck between Camden and Quan has moved on to the semifinals. 3 events in a row. Definitely a very good increase from him from what we saw last season. But one of these next 2 competitors will meet him in the semifinal round. Coming up first, it's JJ Moore, Sparkle Smash. His opponent currently sits second in the series. Your number 2 seed, it is Nick Chavez in Max D. Here we go. I think this is the very first time somebody with lane choice has picked the far lane. So maximum destruction in the far lane, near lane, Sparkle Smash, JJ Moore, Nick Chavez, green light, and off they go. JJ Moore has been kind of increasing as of late. Racing definitely not his strong suit, but he's giving Nick a run for his money right now, just a little bit too wide on both of those turns. Your winner, moving on to the semifinal round, it is Nick Chavez in Maximum Destruction, where he will take on Juan Curvo in Blue Thunder for a chance to make it to your JCB Racing final round. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the semifinal round. 4 of your fastest drivers of round 1 have advanced on to this point. Only 2 can move on. Only 1 can win it. It is the JCB Racing semifinal round. Coming up first in the near lane, it's John Jones in Classroom Crusher. His opponent searching for his first racing win of the season. It's Antonio Saucedo in the JCB Tigatron. Winner of this race will move on to the pot and into your JCB Racing final round. It's Classroom Crusher. It's JCB Tigatron, and it is a green light in Little Rock. Off they go. Both these drivers have not really been the best in racing, but they're going head-to-head right now. John Jones in his return making an absolutely beautiful pass. Not as good as his round 1 pass, honestly, but he will take the win and move on into the JCB Racing final. So the first time this season, this next race, so our next 2 competitors will determine who will meet him. After pulling off what many would call an upset in round 1, representing Team Blue Thunder, it's Juan Curvo trying to compete, your JCB Racing winner. His opponent, he's looking to capitalize on Toro Loco being eliminated in round 1. It's Nick Chavez in Maximum Destruction. Here we go. If I'm not mistaken, I think Nick, he got 2nd place in racing 1 week ago. Not 1 week ago, but last stop. And looking to go back to that final rounds. Got to get past Blue Thunder. And off they go. I think Max D hiked up there on that first turn, makes a mistake. but so does Blue Thunder. It's a race to the finish, and that is a very, very close race. I have to go back to the glued to the action replay. That was a very, very close race. I think your winner was Maximum Destruction and Nick Chavez, but that would have been bad if you lost that race. I'll go double check and see who is your winner of that semifinal race. This freestyle mania series. It's got a lot of close races all of the time. You honestly, you come to expect it sometimes with this series. They go absolutely crazy. Let's see who is your winner of that race between Nick Chavez and Quan Curvo. Honestly, I think Quan, even if he didn't win, it's a big out there. Let's see. Let's see who your winner moving on to the finals is. It will be. This is a crazy sell by Blue Thunder if he lost this race. Yeah, but I'm about to tire. That is going to be Maximum Destruction and Nick Chavez. It is time, ladies and gentlemen. We have made it through this bracket. It's been a very interesting racing competition, but two competitors sit at the top as we await the JCB Racing final round. We have made it to your JCB Racing final round. Two of the fastest competitors of the night have advanced into this point to compete for the first 12 points of the event. Without further ado, your competitors in their lane, out of Tampa, Florida, it's Nick Chavez in Max D. His opponent, all the way from Orlando, Florida, it is John Jones, Classroom Crusher. Here we go, Nick Chavez trying to win this one this time. John Jones, I think, looking for his first racing win of the season. Little Rock. This whole competition comes down to this. The first 8 points of the event. Who will it be? It's Classroom Crusher. It's Maximum Destruction for JCB Racing Final. Your winner of JCB Racing is first of the season. It is John Jones and Classroom Crusher. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your first competition of the night. We went round after round, close race after close race, and at the end of it all, your racing winner is John Jones in Classroom Crusher. John, you come out here, you missed a couple stops, but you're able to come back and take the racing win. How do you feel?
Well, racing has been a really struggle for me the in any tour I compete in. And I had the lane that I have been practicing for a little bit, and I'm glad that I could pull off the racing win and get a good spot here in skills and hopefully the other competitions.
Definitely. Speaking of those other competitions, I said at the top, right, with Logan not being here, this is kind of the last stand for a lot of you drivers to try to, catch up in points. What's your plan, especially, in that obstacles competition where he's been so dominant to try to put Classroom Crusher at the top of the leaderboard?
Well, yeah, my last event I had on this series, I came second just to him, and it makes me feel better a little bit that he isn't here, so I have a better chance at winning obstacle course with the new style and everything.
All right, thank you, John. Congratulations on his first racing win of the 2026 season. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Two Wheel Skills Obstacle Course Freestyle and the crowning of the overall event champion coming up right after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for JCP Racing. Very interesting competition. A lot of close races, but at the end of it all, your JCP Racing winner is first of the season, John Jones in Classroom Crusher. Now, we got a lot of competitions on this series, the most of any other series. Got 4 competitions as compared to the 3 of everybody else. And going into that competition, a lot of points are up for grabs. With that win, Classroom Crusher takes 8, Max D takes 6, JCP Diggatron and Blue Thunder with 4, El Toro Loco, Gravedigger, Bailey Circuit, and Sparkle Smash round out the competition with 2 points apiece. 1 competition down, 3 more to go. Up next, it is the skills competition. The series had a little ups and downs with this competition. It's really decided a lot of those standings towards the top. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, coming up first, for the two-wheel skills competition, it'll be JJ Moore in Sparkle Smash. Here we go, moonwalk combo. For JJ Moore, gets it up the ramp right into a wheelie. Walking it down. Nicely done. One attempt down. One to go for Sparkle Smash. In JJ Moore, he's really been improving this season on the wheel of the 620 Unicorn. No wins in this competition yet. He's got one more attempt left to try to see if he can get that Sparkle Smash. He should go back. JJ Moore in Sparkle Smash, kicking off 2-0 skills. That will do it for Sparkle Smash. 7.310 is the score for Sparkle Smash. Not really the craziest run there. First attempt, got a little bit of combo moves. Second attempt, I think he was going for a wheelie to backflip and couldn't even get that, which is kind of embarrassing there for Sparkle Smash. But that will be the score to kick off the competition. Moving on to our next competitor of the night. It is Jaden Ventura in the Ringling Bailey circuit. Oh my goodness, what are we looking at here? Bailey circuit, reverse bicycle right into the wheelie. I think he tried to get another bicycle there, but couldn't get it. Jaden Ventura, Bailey circuit, attempt number one. Definitely trying to bring those tricks out of the hat for Bailey circuit. Coming off his best weekend of the season, like I said earlier. And part of that is to its skills. A little bit of trouble there on the wheelie. Gets it back into the moonwalk and goes down the ramp. Jaden Ventura in the Ringling Bailey circuit. There we go. Scores are locked. It'll be a 7.477. The lead, new leader for Bailey Circuit and Jaden Ventura. We got 6 more competitors to see if that score can be beaten. Coming up next, it's Quan Curvo, Blue Thunder. Here we go, combination move, right into the wheelie, a little bit too far over and cannot make the save. Blue Thunder and Quan Curvo, it all went wrong, Blue Thunder. There we go. He kind of had his hit going there, and he tried to ride it out in reverse a little bit too long. If he would have gassed it maybe like 3 seconds earlier, he probably would have got that save. 5.096 is the score for Blue Thunder as we go into our next competitor of the night, marking the halfway point of the skills competition. It is Jacob Watts in El Toro Loco. Combo move. Takes it straight up into the wheelie bar for El Toro Loco. He almost got a slap really there. That'll do it for Jacob Watts for attempt number one. One attempt to go. I think the fans are mad. He did not blow smoke at the fans. He blew smoke everywhere else but the fans. And they are angry. There's a riot happening in Arkansas right now. Here we go. For a Loco, Jacob Watts. One attempt remaining. And then for a popper. And he will get it. That's not a popper. Here he goes. Coming in for Logan Ogerson, who's really taking this competition by storm. We're going to try to replicate some of that success here going on to the pod. But he's got one more attempt remaining to try to do something. He's losing it, trying to get it back under control. Slap walk attempt for Jacob Watts in El Toro Loco, the crazy bull. Absolutely throwing down. What a run. Scores coming in. Here we go, El Toro Loco. Pretty good score. Came out here, Came out here and threw down 2 complete attempts. Got a nice little wow factor in there as well. 8.549. That is your new leader of the 2 wheel skills competition. Will he stay there though? 4 more competitors are looking to test that theory. The final 4 of the 2 wheel skills competition is up next. He's won Arena Championship Series before. Trying to make up some ground. It's Bobby Anderson, Gravedigger.
On the day I was born, the nurses all gathered round, and they gazed in wide wonder at the joy they found. The head nurse spoke up, said, "Leave this one alone." She could tell right away that I was bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad.
Here we go, Gravedigger. Lining up for attempt number 1. Moonwalk, he will get it. Bobby Anderson, he's been a lot more successful in this competition this season. No wins in this competition compared to a lot of wins. I think he led the arenas actually last season with 2 wheel skills wins, and showing your eye right now, slapping it down, getting some mini slap walks. He's got 2 of them. He's going to get 3. I have no idea. Gravedigger, he's got a pretty good run. Oh no! Flips it over, gets a flip, and gets a save. Bobby Anderson and Gravedigger. I think that was intentional. Good run, or not good run, good hit there. He's got 1 attempt remaining for Gravedigger. And Bobby Anderson, he's eyeing it. He's trying it. He's buying it. Bicycle for Gravedigger, sidewall combo. He's got it. Combination moves are the name of the game. What do you got? I didn't really get much out of that combo move there. Bobby Anderson, Gravedigger scores coming in.
I make an old woman blush, and I make a girl squeal. I wanna be yours, pretty baby, yours and yours alone. I'm here to tell you, honey, that I'm bad to the bone. Bad.
Scores are locked in for Gravedigger. 8.320 is the score. As that will take second place on the night. 3 more competitors to go in your top 3 as follows: Shaken Blunts and El Toro Loco in first, Gravedigger in second, Bailey Circuit in third, Sparkle Smash fourth, and Blue Thunder in fifth. Your 6th competitor of the night, it is Antonio Saciedo in the JCB Gigatron. Here we go. Attempt number 1 for JCB Gigatron. He went viral a couple of weeks ago for a move that he did in the skills competition that would not be named, but he's got a nice little moonwalk going. He's throwing that truck every which direction, the front wheels, the back wheels, every wheel. Yes, every wheel. Antonio Saciedo, JCB Gigatron, center square here in the Little Rock. He's been pretty consistent with these moonwalks. It's really after the moonwalk he's been trying to perfect on this track, standing it right on top of that ramp. Look at the control from JCB Gigatron. He's got it down here. Kind of losing it. Oh my. He's on top of the pod, parking it on the front, getting it back on those front 2 tires. Antonio Saciedo rolling over and will make the save on the wheelie bar. That could have been bad, but that is 1 attempt down, 1 to go for Antonio Saciedo and JCB Gigatron. Is he going for bicycle? No bicycle. You know, we've seen really 1 complete run. I think 2 hits complete with that wow moment in there. Could be enough to win this skills competition. All about that wow moment and what he can do in this run. We are underway in his 2nd and final attempt. You got a pretty good moonwalk going though, so I'll give him that. Oh my. That's it on the nose. Jumps out of the truck, jumps back into the truck, and gets it going into the moonwalk again. Reverse into the pod, right into a wheelie. What a move back into the moonwalk. That was crazy. Antonio Saciedo, JCB Gigatron scores coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, JCB Gigatron, what a move, 8.717. He is your new leader in the skills competition. Will it stay that way? We'll find out. 2 more competitors on the way. Coming up next, it is Nick Chavez in Max D. Here we go. Nick Chavez and Max D. Is he losing it or is he just taunting? I don't know. A little shaky moonwalk there from Maximum Destruction. He's been really getting better and better in this competition as the season has progressed. Walking it right towards that non-sided pod. Maximum Destruction slaps it down. We saw a Gravedigger do that a couple of times. And he's just spinning his truck around here, almost on 1 wheel right there. He's got a lot of room in front of him He's did a 360. Max D almost losing it. He's just heavy on that throttle. Max D looking for something. Is he gonna try to copy Antonio Lou? Here we go. On the front. He's still kind of got a little in control to this run here. I don't know. That's gonna be hard to do. Whoa, he sets it on the front. Picks it up. Keeps it into the moonwalk. Look at the control, trying for the save. Maximum destruction. Makes the save. That was the most out of control, in control run or hit I've ever seen. And he still got one more attempt left. That was crazy. I don't know. I would have flipped that multiple times. That was kind of crazy. One attempt left for maximum destruction. He's really been doing good at these bicycles. Going to show us one here tonight, straight into the moonwalk. Look at that. Going up the pod, right into the wheelie. Another save incoming. No, it's not. Nick Chavez and Max D throwing it down for these Arkansas fans. There we go. Maximum Stress with a score of an 8.481. I think he was a pretty out of control run, but still in control. But I think El Toro Locos was a little bit smoother. Not that it was any less in control, just both combination moves were on point, clean. And I feel like Max D, he had to save the truck. Something went wrong if you got to save the truck. Max D will sit in third place. One more competitor remains in the competition to attempt to knock off Antonio Saucedo and JCB Digatron. It's John Jones, Gravedigger. Did I just say Gravedigger flashing? Here we go. John Jones in Classroom Crusher. He's been a part of ODMTL for a little more than a year now, and he's been absolutely dominating everywhere he's gone. Made it to World Finals, won the high jump competition, made it pretty far in racing and freestyle. So, oh my goodness, he's on top of the pod. Classroom Crusher. Look at the control there. He could have went over. A lot of control being displayed tonight in skills. One wheel moonwalk for Classroom Crusher. Kicks it back into another moonwalk. What a move. That was incredible. He sets it down. Slap walk attempt for Classroom Crusher. And that will do it for attempt number one. One attempt to go for the crazy school bus. Absolutely thrown down so far. Here we go. Going for a bicycle Classroom Crusher. Too fast, but somehow didn't flip over. John Jones, Classroom Crusher, definitely not what he wanted. A little bit too much on the gas. Classroom Crusher. Pretty good run nonetheless. There we go, Classroom Crusher. We're pretty good to run there. 8.374 is his score. That will take fourth place, which means your winner of the skills competition, absolutely throwing down. That was crazy. It is Antonio Saucedo and the JCB Digatron Monster Truck. I mean, that was a very, very good run. First time I've seen something like that. He literally jumped out of the truck, back into the truck, and did 2 more combination moves. Well deserved. Your winner of the skills competition. Coming up next, we got the obstacle course challenge and freestyle, but we're going to take a little break as we prepare for the second half of Monster Jam.
Travel along, there's one day here and the next day gone. Sometimes you bend, sometimes you stand, sometimes you turn your back to the wind. There's a world outside every darkened door where blues won't haunt you anymore, where the brave are free and lovers soar. Come ride with me to the distant shore. We won't hesitate to break down the garden gate. There's not much time left today. Life is a highway. I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, well, I wanna drive it all night long. Through all these cities and all these towns, it's in my blood and it's all around. I love you now like I loved you then. This is the road and these are the hands. Come on,
right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with some more Monster Jam action. 2 competitions down, 2 more to go. But the points as they stand right now, Classroom Crusher at the top with 13 points is a 2-way tie with second place between Max D and JCB Gigatron. And all of those drivers, besides Classroom Crusher, have had trouble in this next competition. So that can really decide the overall event championship. El Toro Loco with 9 points, following him in fourth, or technically third place. And then Gravedigger with 6 points, and Blue Thunder Baylor Circuit with 5, and Sparkle Smash rounded out with 4 total points on the event. As we move on to our next competition of the night, it is the Obstacle Course Challenge. As you guys may know, this is exclusive to Freestyle Mania. And without further ado, coming up first, representing Team Sparkle Smash. He's looking to climb up in these points here tonight. It is JJ Moore in Sparkle Smash. Here we go, JJ Moore. Whenever those lights go green, the timer will start. He's got the unfortunate pleasure of being the guinea pig to test out this track. You got a lot of options, right? You got to go through every single part of this track. You got tight turns, you got wide turns, and you got a lot of straightaways to try to get some extra speed. Right now, he's swinging into that final turn. What a turn from Team Sparkle Smash. 18.28 is the time. That is a very, very quick time if we know anything about these mud trucks. They really don't like turns like that. That final turn was very good. That will set the tone here on the night. Coming up next, it's Quan Curvo in Blue Thunder. We're riding 15 kilos. Here we go. This obstacle course challenge has really decided the series, right? Blue Thunder sits kind of in the bottom half of the points for honestly a reason, and that reason is this competition. Logan has won every single one, besides I think 2 this season, which is crazy. And with his absence, a lot of new drivers have a chance to potentially take home wins in this competition. There we go, green lights, and off he goes. Let's see a little wide approach there from Quan. Curvo goes a little bit too deep into that ramp and almost flips it. That's the risk, right? Either you're going to full send it, you're either going to clear it, or you're not going to make that. He's going to need a big turn here to try to catch up. Quan Curvo, 22.27 is the time. And that will set the bar, kind of will confirm my suspicions of Sparkle Smash being a very good pass, as he sits in second place. Coming up next, out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, it is Fabi Anderson riding for Team Gravedigger.
On the day I was born, the nurses all gathered round, and they gazed in wide wonder at the joy they had found.
Here we go. Bobby Anderson going to catch up in that point standings here. The overall, the track is very tricky. He went really, really tight on that ramp. Here we go. He's just sticking tight, a little too tight. It's the backflip. Here we go. The Chicago turn in the straightaway. You make up a lot of time. Here we go. Look at that drift. Perfect drift from Gravediggers. What you call it there? That was a very solid pass towards the end. It'll be a 19.09 for Gravediggers. Bobby Anderson. He made some mistakes early on, but you can see, right, even with those mistakes, he still got a pretty good time. Going tight might be the way to get those high scores in those very quick times. The JCB Racing winner. He's looking to go back-to-back in racing competitions tonight. John Jones in Classroom Crusher. Last time he was on this track with this competition, he placed second. So there's no There's no unfamiliarity here with Team Clash and Crusher and these types of races. Look at that, kind of crawling over. Look at that Chicago turn. He sticks it really, really tight. Final turn. Look at that drift. Oh my goodness. That is your new leader. 16.67 for John Jones in Team Classroom Crusher. What a pass. That will leave Classroom Crusher at the top of the leaderboard. 4 competitors down. As it stands, of course, Classroom Crusher in first. Sparkle Smash in second. Gravedigger in third. Blue Thunder in fourth. We'll see if it stays that way. The final 4 of this competition will start with our next competitor. It is Nick Chavez and Max D. Here we go. Looking for that green light. Off he goes. Nick Chavez has kind of been iffy in racing. Head-to-head racing. He's been on and off. But this competition, he's been kind of solid, a little bit above average, some might say. Look at that turn. He split that turn into 2. His final turn, though, one wheel off the ground, drifted into it. That was a very, very, very good pass. 17.83 is the time for Nick Chavez riding for Team Max D, which I believe will take second place on the night. So these times just keep getting faster and faster as we move on to our next competitor. Subbing in for the series points leader, it is Jacob Watts riding for Team El Toro Loco. Here we go, Jacob. He started off racing, didn't really, pretty close race. Didn't get it done in racing. Did pretty good in skills, though. And that all could really culminate here in this competition. You see him going short on the tabletop. Not a crazy element for Mega Trucks. I'm surprised nobody's flipped over yet. Here we go. Look at that turn. Kind of cuts it a little short there. But a good pass. Nonetheless, it will be the 17.98 for El Toro Loco and Jacob Watts. I'll take third place on the night with 2 competitors remaining in this competition. Coming up next, he is your 2-wheel skills challenge winner. It's Antonio Saciedo in the JCP Ticketron. Here we go, Antonio. He's got a golden opportunity in this competition to build some ground for the Overland Championship. He's already got a freestyle win on the season, and he's only 1 point away from the Overland Championship. This competition will decide your winner of the overall for sure. I like that about 2 wheels. Look at that Chicago turn. Oh, no. JCB Tigatron, Team JCB, trying to catch up. He hikes up. And somehow that's not last, by the way. That is not last. 21.68 for JCB Tigatron. And that'll be just barely above Blue Thunder. And like I said, this competition can determine the Overland Championship. And that's definitely not the way you want to do it. Right now, the leader of the Overland Championship is leading this competition with 1 more competitor to go. He won this competition last time around, looking to go back-to-back. It is Jaden Ventura and the Ringling Bailey Circuit. Here we go. No introduction needed. We won this competition last time around. And he go back to back. We've seen some lightning fast times. We've seen some slow times. And it's really been clear that tabletop has been one of the most consistent elements. Look at the Chicago turn. Kind of going a little bit tight here. We need to see some speed. Holy crap. That was a very tight turn from, oh, he's going over. Jaden Ventura in the Ringling Bailey circuit. Like I said at the top, tight was the way. He is your new leader and winner by 17 tenths of a second, 16.50 for the Ringling Bailey circuit. And Jaden Ventura will go back to back in this competition. John Jones will finish second twice in a row as well. So there you go, Bailey circuit, your winner of the Obstacle Course Challenge for the second weekend in a row. Ladies and gentlemen, Bailey Circuit wins your two-wheel skills competition. And with that, that will do it for the first half of Monster Jam. I am Maverick. It's been a pleasure to host these first three competitions. One more competition left. It is freestyle and the crowning of the overall event champion coming up right after this. It is halftime. We'll see you all in a moment with those competitions I just listed as we see who will take home the overall event championship here in Little Rock.
I was a ghost, I was alone. 두어진 길 속에 Given the throne, I didn't know how to believe I was the queen that I'm meant to be. I lived two lives, tried to pick both sides, but I couldn't find my own place. Caught a problem child, 'cause I got too wild, but now that's how I'm getting paid. 끝없이 on stage, I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like I'm born to be. We dreaming hard, we came so far, now put these patterns all in the past now and finally live like the girl they all see. No more hiding, I'll be shining like I'm born to be. 'Cause we are hunters, voices strong and the world believe. We're going up, 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 it's our moment. You know together we're glowing. Gonna be golden. Oh, up, up, up with our voices. Going to get us a woman. Gonna be golden. Oh, I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like I'm born to be. Oh, our time, no fears, no lies, that's who we're born to be. You know we're gonna be golden. We're gonna be glowing like every night on the You know that it's our time, no fears, no lies, that's who we're born to be. I've been looking for a driver who was qualified. So if you think that you're the one, step into my ride. I'm a fine-tuned supersonic speed machine with a sunroof top and a gangster lean. So if you feel me, let me know. Come on now, what you waiting for? My engine's ready to explode. So start me up and watch me go. Get you where you wanna go if you know what I mean. Got a ride that's smoother than a limousine. Ain't your head of the curves, can you run all the lights? If you can, maybe boy, then we can go all night. 'Cause 0 to 60 in 3.5. Baby, you got the keys. Now shut up and drive. Shut up and drive. I got class like a 57 Cadillac. That overdrive with a whole lot of boom in the back. You look like you could handle what's under my hood. You keep saying that you will, boy, I wish you would. So if you feel me, let me know. Come on now, what you waiting for? My engine's ready to explode. So start me up and watch me go. Get you where you wanna go if you know what I mean. Got a ride that's smoother than a limousine. Can you handle the curves? Can you run all the lights? If you can, maybe boy, then we can go all night. 'Cause 0 to 60 in 3.5. Baby, you got the keys. Now shut up and drive. Shut up and drive. What I got, get it, don't stop. It's a short shot, and you're from Harry. Boy, I'm sorry, I ain't even worried. So step inside and ride. So if you feel me, let me know. Come on now, what you waiting for? My engine's ready to explode. So start me up and watch me go. Get you where you wanna go if you know what I mean. Got a ride that's smoother than a limousine. Can you handle the curves? Can you run all the lights? If you can, maybe boy, then we can go all night. 'Cause 0 to 60 in 3.5. Baby, you got the keys. Now shut up and drive. Shut up and drive. Shut up and drive. Shut up and drive.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a very interesting show tonight. And through three competitions at the top, he has not left this spot since racing. It is John Jones in Classroom Crusher with a 20-point gap, or no gap, but he has 20 points on the night. Max D and Nick Chavez with 18 points, only 2 points behind the overall of the championship, with Chase Bigatron and El Toro Loco tied at 14 in third place. Bailey Circuit with that obstacle course win in with 13 points. Sparkle Smash with 8, Gravedigger with 9, and Blue Thunder with 6. It's been a very interesting series of events here tonight. A lot of upsets. I'll remind you guys who won each competition. Racing, of course, went to John Jones. Antonio with that crazy move won skills, and Jaden won obstacle course, which means we have one competition left on the night. It is the competition we all came here for. The worldwide sensation around the globe. It is time for the pinnacle of the event. It is time for Monster Jam Freestyle. We're going to kick it off with our first driver of the night. It's Quan Curvo, Blue Thunder. Here we go, 75 seconds on the clock. We've got a lot of obstacles here to use on this floor. Huge air for Blue Thunder and trying to make the save. And Will on one wheel. That was crazy. That might be one of the craziest saves I've ever seen on this track. What a way to start off freestyle for Blue Thunder. 30 seconds has been filled. He will get a score. Not 30 seconds, 15 seconds. Just what you need to do. Those white lines on the outside of the track are your track boundaries. You outside of them twice in a run, your run will end. And pretty good job. And inside of the lines, you can see pretty good momentum. 40 seconds left on the clock for Blue Thunder. Almost in trouble. This run's got a lot of potential. Here we go. Drifting past the fans, massive air for Blue Thunder. Moonwalk right into the bicycle, into another moonwalk. 20 seconds, bringing the Thunder to Arkansas. Perfect combination move. Right into the moonwalk, right over the pod. 10 seconds left. What do you got? We need a wow moment. We might get one here. Morgan backflip for Blue Thunder. Huge air. Trying to make the save, rolling around, and finds himself back on all fours. Time has expired. And Quan Turbo throwing down an absolutely thunderous run. What a way to kick off freestyle. Here we go, Blue Thunder. That was a very interesting run. From start to finish, you got big air, you got saves all over the place. Backflip, good momentum, good air. What more could you ask for? That is a big score for a very big run. Will lead us to our next competitor. He currently sits top 5 in the overall points standings, and he's not that close to the lead, but anything can happen, right? So this run could be for your overall event championship. Your next competitor, Jacob Watts in El Toro Loco. time will start for the moonwalk. That might be the first time this season on any arena series that it has started with a moonwalk. Pretty good jump there off of that double. You've got a lot of ramps on this track in kind of interesting positions, right? Look at that big air jump. You got a lot of run up room for these jumps, and you can hit them really, really hard and get good air just like that. Huge air from El Toro Loco, 2 slap wheelies in a row. Pretty good run, drifting all over the place. El Toro Loco trying to keep this crazy bull under control. 35 seconds remain on the clock. Great air, another massive jump. Land a little hard on that side there. But it's still together, and it's still kicking. Look at that, really. That was smooth. 20 seconds left on the clock. What do you got? I think you know he's going for here. Morgan. Corkscrew attempt for El Toro Loco, and that'll do it. Lands it right on the face of that truck. He's still going for you fans. We left 11 seconds on the clock. El Toro Loco and Jacob Watts. Good run. .411 is the score. Pretty good run. You got a lot of smooth moments in there. I'll make that actually a little higher. I'll say 8.511. Very good run. Definitely above average. It was awesome. Slap wheelies, some nice ride out wheelies. Whatever that corkscrew thing was, it didn't work out, but nothing to be ashamed of. Pretty good run. Pretty good show for him, honestly. I would be proud of that if that was a night. Good job for him. Did a great job filling in for the series later. But with that being said, we move on to our next competitor of the night. He just took home the obstacle course competition. It is Jaden Ventura in the Ringling Bailey circuit. Oh my goodness, that entire front end is destroyed. Bailey circuit. That's the risk with hitting those double jumps. You can nosedive and break everything. 45 seconds left on the clock. What kind of tricks can he pull out of the bag to try to do something with this very, very broken truck? I'll get one boundary infraction there. 35 seconds left. Look at the J turn from Bailey's circuit. Straight into a sky wheelie, straight into a moonwalk. That was clean. Walking that truck back of the pod. Oh, trying for a combo, and that will end it. A little bit too much there for Bailey's circuit. Hitting Ventura. They will be good with Rogan Truck. There we go. Left 20 seconds on the clock. A little bit too much time for me, but still a pretty good run. Broke the entire front end a little early on, and that's going to lead to a score 8.389. Not really his fault, but kind of is. Nosedived and wasn't really able to do much after breaking that tie rod. That takes third place on the night. As we move on to our fourth competitor of the event, he won 2 wheel skills and currently sits tied third place for the overall points standings in Antonio Saucedo and the JCB Tigatron. Here we go. JCB Gigatron. He's got a pretty good run going so far. Look at that brake check. That was clean. 50 seconds left on the clock. He started off that run with a really clean wheelie. He's been a really technical driver. He's got 2 skills wins on the season. He also does a throwdown. Right, got that one freestyle win a couple of weeks ago. Right now, just setting the foundations for a pretty decent run. 30 seconds left for JCB Gigatron. Another nice brake check. Very smooth driver, very smooth driver. 20, or not 20 seconds yet. 20 seconds left as of right now. He's on it, trying it. Morgan and Morgan. Backflip for JCB Gigatron. Lands it. The one wheel save. He's backing up for something. 10 seconds remaining. JCB Gigatron wheelie right into the nose, really. This will be his final attempt as time has expired. Or not attempt, but final move for JCB Gigatron. Just showing his control on this track. Slap walk attempt, and he almost got it. JCB Gigatron, Antonio Saucedo. Forwards coming in. Scores are in for JCB Gigatron. That'll be a score of an 8.576. It'll take second place. Pretty good run. Had a lot of combination moves, some good momentum, some good air. But I didn't really think we had that much of a wow factor. Not enough to compare with Blue Thunder, who will currently sit in the top spot in the leaderboard. We are more than halfway through the not racing competition, the freestyle competition. The final 4 of freestyle kicking off with our next competitor up. It is Nick Chavez in Max D. Bicycle for Max D. 25 seconds left on the clock. He's got a pretty good run going so far. And a lot of out of control action. This is special. We saw it in 2 skills. He's able to stay in control while being out of control there. 45 seconds, not 45 seconds, 15 seconds left. Oh my goodness. For maximum destruction. He's swinging this thing around. 10 seconds left. One more hit. What does he got? This will be his final attempt. Morgan and Morgan backflip for maximum destruction. Maximum backflip for the maximum elevation. What a run for Nick Chavez in Max D. There we go. Ragged Edge run from Max D. And honestly, I might get in trouble for this score, honestly. I'll say 8.581. That'll be second place. That'll place just above JCB Gigatron. He had the momentum, he had the air, he had the wow factor, and he had that out of control, kind of uncontrolled factor, 2 completely different runs. I think Max D will take that second place spot. With that being said, Blue Thunder is still your leader with 3 more competitors to go. Max D, of course, in second, JCB in third, El Toro Loco in fourth, and Bailey Circuit in fifth. Your 6th competitor of the night. He leads the overall event championship. It's John Jones in Classroom Crusher. Here we go. Nice flat jump there. 15 seconds. Guys, can feel a little bit more than that, actually. 50 seconds left for Classroom Crush. That was a vertical jump. Almost in trouble. Gets a bicycle save. I thought he was totally going over right there. Classroom Crusher going up, spinning it around, and making the save. John Jones bringing the wow factor here to Little Rock, Arkansas. 30 seconds left, though. So a lot of elements in this run. Let's see if he can finish it off well. And that starts here off the double. You go 20 seconds left for Classroom Crusher. You can see he's getting a lot of run-up room to these jumps. Leads to big air like that. 10 seconds left. Bicycle for Classroom Crusher. Clean as can be. 5 seconds remaining for Classroom Crusher, corkscrewing into the containers. Okay, what a way to end that run. John Jones in Classroom Crusher. There you go. Pretty good run. Got some good momentum. Got some good air. The wow moment's a little bit too forced for my liking, honestly. A little bit too forced. And that's going to lead him in 4th place, 8.5. 3-4 is the score for Classroom Crusher in John Jones. Blue Thunder, of course, still has the lead. He came out first, and he still holds the lead with 2 trucks left. Max D in second, JCB in third. Of course, Classroom Crusher in 4th, and El Toro Loco in 5th. He's your second to last competitor of the event. He took the win in this competition a couple of weeks ago. Looking to go back to back, it is JJ Moore in Sparkle Smash. Here we go, drifting out far. Watt hits that double. He's doing a really good job in these jumps. Just like John did, honestly. He's going all the way back to the wall. Holy air from Sparkle Smash. Oh my goodness. Look at his first violation of the night. 40 seconds left, though. Oh no. This is kind of early. He's going for the Morgan to Morgan backflip. No, he's not. Okay. He's psyching me out. 30 seconds. I thought it was over. I thought he was about to flip over in the backflip. Totally. 30 seconds left for Sparkle Smash. Kind of slowing it down, getting a little technical over there near the backflip. 20 seconds left. We need a wow factor in this run, maybe a couple, if he wants to go back to back. And it starts here. Morgan and Morgan backflip, Sparkle Smash. Lands it, trying to make the save, and he will with 5 seconds to go. What a move from JJ Moore. What can he do? Final jump, win or lose straight up into the air. Holy jump from Sparkle Smash. JJ Moore in the 6-ton unicorn. Burn it down. There we go. Good run from Sparkle Smash. I don't know. Let's see. What score will I give him? I'm going to say second. He had a crazy ending to that run. But the whole first half of that run, he was kind of playing it a little bit too safe, which is good and all. But Blue Thunder didn't do that and also had those wow factors, which means he's going to keep the lead as Sparkle Smash push Max D into third, JCB into fourth, and Clash and Crusher into fifth. Blue Thunder is still your leader with one more competitor left on one more competitor to go. You hear the bell. Former Arena Series champion, World Finals podium person. He's been so good in this competition. I might say one of the best ever in this league. Out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Bobby Anderson, Gravedigger. Here we go. Final competitor of Monster Jam Freestyle. Look at that. Big air for Gravediggers. Bobby Anderson. And how an interesting season for him, and it gets even more interesting. What a save from Gravedigger. We've seen a lot of good ones tonight. Holy jump. 15 seconds has been filled. He will get a score. That might be one of the best saves we'll see all season on the Internet Championship Series. But look at him. He's still going. Going strong. 45 seconds left for Gravedigger. After that crazy wow moment there, 40 seconds left on the clock. Rock's striking there. Oh no! Gravedigger rolling over, barrel roll, making the save. 25 to go. I thought it was over. He keeps scaring me. I think these runs are about to just end. 20 seconds left. Morgan, backflip for Gravedigger going sky high there. Great run. He's got 10 seconds though. What can he do? Win or lose? Gravedigger. Ooh, we've seen that tried a couple of times. Gravedigger is on the lid and done, of course. What a run. We left 6 seconds on the clock. Will that be enough to get it done? Bobby Anderson, Gravedigger.
On the day I was born, the nurses all gathered round, engaged in wide wonder at the joy they had found.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a freestyle competition it has been. But at the end of it all, the score to beat is an 8.612 from Bobby Anderson and Gravedigger. Not from Gravedigger, from Blue Thunder. Oops. The score for Bobby Anderson and Gravedigger is, put him at the top, 8.620. He barely gets a lead. He started off the same way with a crazy save, and he kept up that momentum, save after save, jump after jump. Your freestyle winner here tonight, Bobby Anderson and Gravedigger.
On the day I was born, the nurses all gathered round, and they gazed in wide wonder at the joy they had found. The head nurse spoke up, said leave it alone. She could tell right away.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, I am down on the track with your, I think, or not over championship. I don't know yet. I haven't even counted yet. But Flobby, you come out here last and you take down Blue Thunder. You held the lead literally from the very first round, and you came out and even run for your money, and you took the lead. How do you feel? You know, of course.
You know what? It was long overdue. Obviously, last week I had that unfortunate ending to a good freestyle run, but glad it happened. Obviously, not my best performance tonight. Had a lot of mistakes in racing, skills. I didn't get what I wanted, and I just messed up. But here we are now.
Definitely, here we are now. You take home this win, and I mean, how big is this for the point standings, right? With Logan out for this event, you go into another event in a couple of weeks with this momentum as over the championship. Does this, I guess, prove to you that you can win on this series going forward?
Yes, obviously there's great competitors in the series. I respect every single one of them. This is going to be a tough fight forward to get that series win and win going forward.
Definitely. Congratulations there on the freestyle victory, as Flobby Anderson in Gravedigger is your freestyle winner here in Little Rock. It's been a lot here on the track. Action through 4 competitions, and we'll see who comes out on top in this competition. Not competition, for the Overland Championship. I'm totally losing it here. Ladies and gentlemen, he got 6 points in racing, 6 points in skills, 6 points in the obstacle course challenge, and 5 points in freestyle. Your overall event champion is Nick Chavez in Max D. Oh my goodness, it's been a crazy event so far. The remaining drivers are circling around Nick. Nick, you win the Overland Championship. You kind of came in down in points a little bit by 2 points, and you made up that deficit in freestyle. How do you feel?
Hey, what up?
It's been a crazy event here for
Those are
Team Max D. And of course, for the point standings between you and Flobby, y'all kind of went head to head tonight. But you take on the Overland Championship. How do you feel?
Let me take. I can't speak, Mav. All right.
Definitely. Great job on that Overland Championship for you, Nick. It's been a pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, for Monster Jam. It's been very fun. Freestyle Mania, always a series I like to come out and see personally. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you all for watching Monster Jam. We'll be back in a moment next week with the continuation of the Stadium Championship Series, as Stadium Championships East and West head to the Lone Star State for 2 more rounds of Monster Jam action. We'll see you all next time only on Monster Jam.